But if you build the right system of trust even around that, right? So even though my parents didn't understand what we were doing, they were still supportive. Like they gave Boyce a call, like, what you doing, ruin your brother's life, that type of thing, you know, at a particular time. But after they got over that, that anger, or not even anger, but that concern and fear. It's fear. It's fear driven because every parent in here, every person in here wants their children to be successful, and they want their children to be content and happy in their life, right? But once that fear was overcome, we got nothing but support, right? But that's because my parents invested a lot of times, and our grandparents invested a lot of times of creating that strong family unit. And we're going to talk about that plan right now. Next slide. All right. So this is the Black Family Master Plan that was created out of the training session that I missed this year with Julie and Gordon, right? And it's broken down into 4 different categories. There is earn, protect, sustain, connect. So if you don't remember anything else from today's presentation, just remember that piece. Earn, protect, sustain, connect. So the earning is, how do you increase your income and your income sources? Protect is, how do you go about limiting your downside risks in life for you and your family? Sustain is, how do you make day-to-day life pleasurable and fulfilling? And then you have connect, which is, how do you go about creating those memory and experiences and connections that will serve you for many generations to come. So with Boyce's intro, with my mom, making him babysit, my mom and dad making him babysit me every day, unintentionally, that became a strong connection point. And we wouldn't be here today if that connection point was never there, because I couldn't have built this without Boyce, and Boyce couldn't have built this without me, right? So it's that partnership of a family being on the same playing field and having the same mindset that was able to manifest something like the All-Black National Convention, the Black Business School, Financial Juneteenth, and all of the other ventures that we have worked on throughout the years. So we're going to talk about earn. So if we go to the next slide. So after reading a whole bunch of books, basically, this is what I came up with in terms of what earning actually looks like in terms of increasing your income and your income sources. So I want to start with entrepreneurship. So as you notice, having a job isn't on here, for the long term, right? So I know a lot of who here has a 9-to-5 job. All right, so most people who works, is an entrepreneur who works for themselves, that type of thing. All right, cool. And some people, we're both as well. So it's about a 60-40, 50-50 split, somewhere around there in regards to that. So entrepreneurship was the main catalyst to the earning portion of, what it is that we're talking about. Now, a lot of people feel like, they can't earn effectively, and they don't want to leave their job because you may be a doctor or, a high-paid professional, a surgeon or whatever it might be, where, you don't want to leave that type of security to, go into full-time entrepreneurship. But that's where some of these other things kind of come into play, and we're going to talk about that as well. But entrepreneurship for us in our family was the catalyst for us to start creating passive income, right? So most people on the Fortune 500 in most families, unless the money was inherited, right? Most families who are on the